Good morning, children. Let's start the class with a prayer. O God, bless all of us so that we may learn the subjects better and do our duties well. So, welcome back to the science class. Hope you have understood the chapter. Yes, till what was taken in the last class. Yeah, I had said about the nutrients, then different types of nutrients. Then what else? Different types of nutrients. There are five main types of nutrients, and about the vitamins. In that nutrients, about the vitamins are of six types, and in that we are learning about vitamin A, B, C, D, E, and K, isn't it? And vitamins and minerals are called the protective food. So till vitamins we have taken, and again is about the nutrient, that is minerals. The next protective nutrient, that is minerals. And like fats we have said it is energy bank in our body, and a body needs only a very less amount of fat. Excess fat is stored in our body. In the same way, minerals also, our body needs only less amount of very small quantities our body need it. Did you understand? So minerals, our body needs minerals in very small quantities. Here, there are two main important minerals are there in our body that our body needs. The two main minerals our body needs are iron and calcium. There are different types of minerals. Among that, the important minerals our body needs, they are iron and calcium. So, first we will see iron, the mineral iron. Iron, what's the function of iron in our body? Iron helps, it's important part of our blood. Have you seen blood? Yes, when there is a wound and all, you can see a red liquid coming out of it. It is blood which helps, which is a very important thing in our body, which helps to pass. It is a passage passing food, and the air will be passed with the help of this liquid blood. Okay, so it is very important. The blood is very important in our body, and it helps in the increase in the amount of blood in our body. This mineral iron is a very important part of our blood. So it will improve the quality and quantity of the blood in our body. Okay, so iron. So what all type of food, if when you have, you get iron? That is what you're going to see again. So they are mostly in the leafy green vegetables. All these green leafy vegetables, they contain iron. These apples, they are rich in iron. Again, there are examples. Dates in the param. Dates, they are rich in iron. Pomegranate, they are rich in iron. So there are different types of food items that contain iron. So it is very important part of our blood. Okay. Again, the next one which our body needs, it is calcium. Calcium, it helps to make our bones and teeth strong. It makes our bones and teeth stay strong. In your book it is given only teeth. It helps our bones also to stay strong. So when you have the calcium rich food, it makes our bones and teeth strong. Okay. So what is it? Bones and teeth. And where is it found? In which all food items it is found? They are rich in milk, curd, the milk products, milk, curd, cheese, all these are rich in calcium. So that is about the minerals. So minerals, our body needs minerals in very less amount, and the two main minerals are iron and calcium. They are the important minerals that our body needs. There are other minerals in our body, iodine, potassium, all those are there, but most important minerals our body needs are iron and calcium. Did you get it? Yes. So iron, it is very important part of our blood, and calcium, it helps us teeth stay strong. Yes. So these are about the different nutrients. which we get from the food. Yes, other than that, our body needs, again, other than the nutrients from the food, our body needs two more things, two more items. They are another most essential and unavoidable thing which should include in our diet, that is water. Water, it is very important. Yes, water is a very important component of our food. It helps to get nutrients. It helps our body to get nutrients from the food and also to throw the waste. Whatever we are having, there will be waste in our body. It will be washed away. You know what water is used to drink. It is used to wash, clean the things, isn't it? Same way, when you drink water, it cleans our waste inside the body in the form of urine. Number one, what you're passing, it is a waste from our body going out. Then sweat, vierp. So that is water which helps us to remove that, throw away that waste from our body. So it is a very important component that you should add along in your food. Water is very, very, very important. Okay. The next one is another important component in a food. What you have to add in your food is fiber. Fiber means fiber rich food means നാരുള്ള ഭക്ഷണങ്ങൾ. Okay. There's mainly oranges, orange. If you have that kind of food, then leafy green vegetables, sprouted grains, മുളപ്പിച്ച പയർ, like that, no? That things. Then fruits like oranges and bananas, they are sources of fiber. If you have those kind of food items, it helps your bowel to clean, stomach. It cleans away, help us in the smooth and regular stomach movements. Do you understand it? That is, it remove away the waste from our body in the form of number 2 very easily without any difficulty. So that also in your diet it should be regular in your diet. Every day you have to have some fiber rich food. നാരുള്ള ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കുക. Okay, so that will help you to maintain your good digestive system, make your body, make your stomach clean. All the waste products from that will be gone nicely. If you have, very easily it will be gone without any difficulty. Did you understand it? So that is about after the nutrients. Along with the nutrients, these things also, fiber and water also should be added. Yes, so that is about the nutrients and fiber and water. Again, the next topic, what is it? Is that you will think that I need more energy, so I will have every day this carbohydrate rich food. Then I want to grow, so I need proteins more. No, all the food items what you have, all the nutrient rich food what you are having, it should be in a correct amount. It shouldn't exceed or it shouldn't be less. It should be in a right amount. Understood? So the food we normally eat, it is called the diet. Yes, and what all food items you are eating, it should contain all the nutrient. The food what you eat, it should contain all the nutrients in the right amount. Understood? And that diet that contains all the food components or nutrients in the right amount is called the balanced diet. That is known as the balanced diet. So all the nutrients should be included in your food. Otherwise, it can cause diseases. That diseases, if you are not having protein rich food. I don't like egg, fish, egg, pulses, all those things. So I don't want that food. What happens is, if you don't have that protein rich food, what happens is you will cause some diseases. What does the help? How does the protein help us to grow? It helps us to grow. So if you don't have it, it can cause a disease known as kwashiorkor. Those diseases are called the deficiency disease, and if you don't have the protein rich food, it doesn't include in your diet, means it can cause a disease known as kwashiorkor, which will which not help in the growth. You will not grow. Your body will be not growing up properly. You'll be very tired, like skeleton, you'll be that like that. That is a disease, kwashiorkor. Yes. Again, if you don't have the mineral iron, you're not including the mineral iron in your food, iron-rich food. Iron-rich food. You don't like this leafy vegetables. You don't like dates to eat. If you don't have the iron-rich food, what happens? You will get another disease that is known as the anemia. Anemia is a disease caused by the lack of iron in your food items. Did you get it? So that means what? What is the meaning of that? You have to add different types of food, all the nutrients should be included in your food. Otherwise, it can cause us diseases. Yes. Same way, if you don't have calcium rich food, it can make your bones and teeth weak. It is helping us to make our bones and teeth strong, no? So if you don't have that calcium rich food, it can make your bones and teeth weak. Sometimes your teeth will come out, bones will be broken. That can happen. So every food item, it should contain all the nutrient. Yes, that is about the balanced diet. That is the diet that contains all the food components or nutrients in the right amount is called the balanced diet. Yes. Again, the next one is, now you are small children. Yes. Now I'm elder than I'm an adult. Your parents are also bigger than you people. They are adult. We will say they are adult people. Again, in your house, there will be a grandmother, grandfather. They are older ones, older adults. So there are different age groups. You will be having small babies, baby brother or baby sister. So all age groups are there, isn't it? So some are very small. You people are little grown up, a little grown up. Again, grown up. Your parents are there. So different age groups. Yes, for different age group people. Okay, we need different food. Yes, you should have protein rich food more because you are growing children. You have to grow up. Isn't it? But that much protein rich food we people don't want because we already had grown up. We don't want that much protein rich food. So each age group people need each type of food items. The amount will be different for them. So that's what we are going to see. So in children like you, your diet should include proteins, the protein rich food and energy giving components that help in the growth and the development of the body. Can you understand? So you need more body building and energy giving components that help in the growth and development of the body. Okay. Now we people. Now myself, your parents, those people, they are little grown up. We are grown up people. No, isn't it? Again, we will not grow again like you. You are growing up after an age. Your height and all will be. We won't grow again. So we need what? We people need what food again? We need energy giving food. Understood? And need to keep their body healthy and fit. So, and we need only different amounts of food should not contain like you people eating. You have to reduce a little, and we need energy giving carbohydrate rich food mainly. So that is about, and also we will have the calcium, minerals rich food, calcium and all we need, but protein rich food is very less in for the people like us. Okay, now we'll come to the next age group, that is old people, your grandmother, grandfather, all those. What type of food do they need? Which nutrient they need more? That is what we are going to see. For them, what is it? They shouldn't have fat rich food at all. They shouldn't have fat containing food at all. They should have food that contains proteins. Now see, they need protein rich food, vitamins and minerals, and they are the people who can affect the diseases fast. So they need that control power, no. So they need that protective food, which are the vitamins and minerals to maintain their body. Proteins. Why do they need proteins? Their body becomes weak. isn't it, when they're becoming old? So they should maintain their body muscles, they are all those things. So they need protein rich food, and also to defend against the diseases they need vitamins and minerals. And also they should eat a lot of fiber rich food. There are many what problems will come at age. Sometimes they won't be able to go properly the toilet and all. So they, if they add fiber rich food in their diet, it is very good. Okay, so these are the different nutrients for the different age groups. So for you people, you need more carbohydrate and fat rich food, and also the protein rich food. And for us, like us people, we need energy giving food items, and the older people need more proteins, vitamins and mineral rich food. So food is important for everyone. There are people which do not have enough food to eat. So don't waste food. Okay, don't tell mama I don't like this. Oh, what is this? No, don't tell like there are many people nowadays in this situation. You can see there are people who doesn't have any job. They are begging for others for the money and all to buy some food for their family. So don't waste food. Yes, that is what we are going to see the next one. How to avoid food wastage. How can you avoid? If you don't want the food that much, don't take too much food. Only what you need, that much you take first. Then after that, again I need some more. Then you have again, take it a little more and have it. That is one way to avoid the food wastage. Yes, that is the next one. The next one, when your mother is packing the lunch for you. Nowadays, you are not coming to school and all. But if in that case and all, tell your mama, this is enough for me in the lunch box. No need of more than that. Don't no need of more than that. What don't want to throw it away. Don't take it back home. So don't waste the food. So whatever you need, only you have to take. And if you're not eating something, you can share with the other family member. Don't throw it away. You can give to your papa or mama who is sitting. Papa, I don't want this. So you can have, please have it. Like that you can tell. Yes. So these are some of the ways you can avoid the food wastage. Okay. Now there will be some times you'll be having more items in your house. There is one way to preserve the food, to protect the food from losing the nutrients in it, and that way in which we can store the food without losing the nutrient in it, it is called the food preservation. It is called the food preservation. Mostly balanced food and all, sometimes your mama will be keeping it in a refrigerator. That is one way of keeping the food without any what spoiling and all. Okay, deep freezing your meat, excess meat is there, without cooking the meat is there. If you want to keep like that, it will be kept in the freezer. Or fish, it will be kept in the freezer. So afterwards you can use it to cook and all, you can use it. Then making pickles, jams, these are another way of adding more sugar and salt to it. That is another way of preserving and keeping the food items. So this is about the this first chapter. So don't get confused. We'll get confused if you are sitting together and learning. Understand all these things and learn. So we have learned about the minerals, balanced diet, then what nutrient the different age groups need, and also how to avoid the food wastage. So go through the chapter, understand it and learn. So we'll see in the next class. In the live session when I ask, you should be able to answer me, and I'll be asking you to read the chapter. So please read the chapter and come. And also find out today's work is, we have said about only two main important minerals I have said. In the class I was telling about some more minerals here. So find out the other minerals, any 2 or 3 minerals, which are the other minerals, and ones of that mineral. That is your work. Okay. So thank you children. Have a nice day.